See, this is the thing. Every time I sit here, I'm like, it says I'm live. Am I live? We should
Do you
be
want me to
live.
check it on YouTube?
Oh, it should
If
be.
I
Yeah,
can.
it says we're live on the YouTubes.
Yeah, it does say it's live now.
All right, there you go, live now
Oh
with
my.
zero
Yeah.
people watching. That is our peak performance for the day.
That's also a really good TNG episode.
Peak performance,
Peak
it is.
performance.
Okay, so I need to do this intro, even if no one's watching us now. I need to do the intro for at least people that do the rewatch. For at least Starfleet Boy that's going to rewatch. Hello and welcome to ABTG, the second ever live watch. Today I am joined by good friend Gary. He used to be a content creator. Now he's kind of on a hiatus, but he's good with watching movies. So he's decided to come and join me, and we're going to watch Galaxy Quest. We decided on this over a week ago, and it comes at a very opportune moment because it has been so announced that Simon Pegg is apparently involved in possibly the production of a Galaxy Quest TV series.
What?
Yeah, I didn't tell you that.
No, you did not. I didn't.
Oh,
I'm,
see, you're not following the Trek cores and the Trek movies. You need to go and at least spend
I'm
some time on
following
their
the
little
track course,
website.
but I don't. I did not come across with that. Was it old news or it's just happened just that today, like good
No, this
omens
is
do?
recent. This is between the time we organized this,
Really?
and yeah. So Simon Pegg and Veep and Succession writer Georgia Pritchett are reportedly working on a Galaxy Quest TV series. The thing is, the Galaxy Quest TV series has been planned for everyone's
Oh,
always
it was
wanted it for
ever,
yeah, forever.
forever. It was on
And then of
Amazon at
course there
one
was
point,
there
and it
was
was
the Alan Rickman
anywhere.
thing where
Yeah,
Alan Rickman didn't want to join, but no one knew that he was sick,
yeah.
and then Alan Rickman died, and then so they didn't want to do the show without him.
Obviously.
And so yeah, maybe now like what they're talking about, I would assume would be like a new cast. Maybe it would
Probably
be a
the same
spin-off,
same
not a
characters,
re.
but
No, I don't know. I wouldn't go with
well,
the same
protect
characters
your prey.
anyway. Maybe we'll have a better opinion once we've seen it again.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna queue it up. You have it queued up.
Yeah, I have it queued up.
We're
Queued
supposed
up.
to pretty much launch it at the same time.
So
Um,
I'm okay. Let's see. Just put it back to 0 second, and you you count back, and then we can start
I'll do a one two
a
three.
countdown.
I'll do a one two three go, and we click on go. Is that okay?
Totally fine. Click on go. Not on free.
And
Go
then the
on go.
people that are rewatching us can do
Can
the
do the
same.
same
So
thing. Awesome.
1, 2, 3, go. It has launched, sir.
Same. Only up the credits.
Well, this is where we hope that we have the same version. There's not 50,000 versions of this, is there?
Well, I have the DreamWorks logo coming in right now.
Yes. It's 1 hour 42, pretty much.
1 hour 42.
And
Oh
8
wait, yeah,
seconds.
yes.
Still
So we
with
have
it.
the same.
This is magnificent.
Magnificent.
A Mark Johnson production. I don't know who that is. You're already smiling.
Of course.
Oh,
I love
look at
it. I
that
love this movie.
flawless CG. I forgot about the child.
I don't think we ever heard of the child. Oh my god, it's so hilarious.
Hashtag We Are Starfleet, right?
You know what? With this video clip at the beginning, I genuinely thought at the beginning when I watched it first time, like, this is gonna be the whole thing. Like, you don't
This
even
is the
full
movie?
screen.
Oh, I love the cosplays.
This is amazing. Like the amount of details that they put into all this.
The cast is impeccable, right?
Yeah.
Like they went and got like the best of the best.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they did this. Made it such a unique movie.
Woo!
I'm not sure if you have watched Monk with Tony Shalhoub, but
I've never seen Monk.
big
I know it's
Monk
him.
fan myself, and he's amazing. Like he's like a toned down version of Monk in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Without the OCD, of course.
How did I come to this? That's how I envisioned Sir Patrick Stewart or Brent Spiner during the years where they wanted nothing to do with Star Trek anymore.
That's probably the case. I mean, you know, Brent always said that he wasn't really all over the place saying that, like, oh, I've had to say the same jokes in 25 years. I was like, why?
Oh, here he is. He's kind enough to put on the makeup. Hey, Ruben, how you doing? Thank you.
Hello.
Well, it's just us watching a movie. That's the show. So if you want to launch Galaxy Quest, I can give you the timestamp.
This scene, I swear, I seen something like this in Star Trek, like Kirk and Spock behind the rock, but I never come across with the scene. I thought that was a reenactment from one of the
It looks more TNG than it looks TOS, to be honest. But the closest thing I have in mind is the Man Trap.
That's something I could come across with too.
You cut me out of episode 2 entirely. Ruben, haha, I wish I was just finishing up lunch and getting back to the joyful writing grind. Alright, well, you write. You got shows to write and movies to produce. Mr. Ruben here is getting greenlit. He's getting greenlit on his shows and on his movies and everything. He's our Hollywood man.
A Hollywood celebrity. Watching
yes, so you get on it. You work that grind. You do that.
That's amazing.
The brave commander. You can tell that the extras are loving this.
Oh, of course. Whenever you're gonna get
so fun.
Whenever you're gonna get Buzz Lightyear and Alan Ripley and Tony Shalhoub as Monk and and you know Severus Snape in one movie.
Well, I mean, he wasn't Severus Snape at this point, was he?
Was it? I don't know.
I don't think so.
2000, or 1999? No, 1999. Yeah.
When did this come out? 1999?
Mm-hmm. 99.
And when did Potter come out?
Oh, good question. I'm not a Potterhead.
Like 2001, maybe? First one?
It's like he is the only one who never liked him in this movie.
But that's done on purpose, isn't it?
Probably.
So was this how it worked in conventions before? Or did they just simplify it for the film? Because no one's paying for anything here.
I'm
And
not
there's
sure about
no
the U.
security guard having them queue up and.
I know that in the US it was probably something similar back in the days, based on Tracking
Okay.
the documentary, that they didn't have to pay, and then a lot of people I heard that when they go to these conventions they don't have to pay for
Okay.
autographs and stuff. But in Europe they make everyone pay for
Well,
everything.
the one I did
Hard
here
money.
in Montreal, I had to pay.
Yeah, I had to pay too.
I
It's
paid
just
for
horrible.
Mr. Isaacs's.
I'm a Mac.
Oh my
I'm a
God!
Mac
It's
guy
what's
is
his
here.
face. I
Justin
remember.
Long. Justin Long.
Yeah. Well, I know him from Dodgeball.
Well, I know him from the Herbie movie that shouldn't have been made, and and yeah, and he was the Mac guy.
Gwen. And here we go. Rainn Wilson. Harry Mudd
That's not Rainn
himself.
Wilson. No, that's not
The-
Rainn Wilson.
Not that one. The one that's not in the shot. The fourth one.
The fourth one. Oh yeah,
This
of course.
one. There it is.
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah. Mm.
Oh my God. These morons. So, okay. Do you think this movie is like gently poking fun at the fandom and at conventions, or do you think it's trying to be more mean than that?
I think it's a genuine love towards. I never seen it as poking towards the fandom.
Okay, you
I
don't
always
think
seen it as a genuine love. I mean, it's obviously it's comical because
it's a love letter to
it's a love letter
the
to fans
fandom of Star
as well.
Trek and
Yeah.
and just fandom in general, I guess.
Yeah, that's how I seen it. I never seen it in any negative way.
Oh, how sad. That does feel a bit scripted. It doesn't feel like a natural conversation, to be honest. But
No, that's not. I mean, obviously there's people who don't like these things. They don't go to a convention center when there's a convention on to rant on other
it is
people.
very true. He has this Shatner moment, doesn't he? At this point.
Kind of. Yeah, it's a TV show. Get a life. Yeah, this does feel like the SNL parody of Shatner being himself. Get a life.
Yeah, that's it's the Shatner moment.
Yeah.
Oh no, Sigourney Weaver's shocked. Why don't we see him anymore in movies?
Tim Allen?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, well, obviously he does Toy Story, and I think he went
Yeah,
back to Home
but-
Improvement as well. I think he went back to TV.
He went back to TV?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, streaming.
Yeah, fair enough. But
Gosh, it just gave me chills, like just watching it. Like 11 minutes, and it's like one of the best moments of the movie.
Oh, the
him
speech.
realizing he had a speech, and then he's watching himself and everything. Not this. This is a bit undignified.
Well, that's the hard cut, and it's the drastic transition. Oh, they're back.
Yeah.
How bizarre would that be, though? That would just be like, oh my god. Especially nowadays, you wouldn't assume like someone would come out. I wouldn't assume the aliens. I would really assume like cosplaying, or they're just
I don't know. Would you? I mean, it's an unlikely scenario, of course, but
Yeah.
it is possible. I mean, the movie itself is based on, they saw the TV show and then they thought it's, how it works with them. I'm just surprised that they were able to, track them down.
Yeah. There's a thing for the thing. All right. How do you cast people for this? Like, this is what you have to do.
What do you mean? Like
Well, it's
showing your
such a
butt when you're looking for a shoe? Looking
No,
for a
not
shoe?
him. The others, the aliens. It's so bizarre. It's like you're gonna have to act like this.
Well, but it happened the same in Star Trek. I mean, how many
I guess
people?
the comedy shows them.
Yeah. This is interesting. I would have thought that once they have a translator available that can translate everything for everyone. But
Okay, you
apparently
think
they have
one
to have a personal
translator
one.
put for the group?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a translator that's ingrained into like.
Oh, like the
it's not a
Ferengis.
translator that
You
they
remember
can give.
in Quark and the Ferengis, they had the universal translator implanted in their ears.
Yes,
In the
So
Roswell
maybe they
episode,
have like
they
some
had
sort
that.
of
Maybe.
nanochip of some kind. It's not something that they can actually
I'm not going too deep into this.
physically give to someone. That was pretty good.
What, the effect?
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's an old movie, 20 years old.
Mm.
Is it? 21. Never felt old. This still doesn't feel old. Still feels quite like new.
It's because thematically, I think it's still very, contemporary. Thematically, it deals with like fandom and people, because you look at people from The Office, the TV show The Office.
Never watched
most Okay, well, most of them are still living off the fame that they got from The Office. Like they have podcasts about what they were doing on The Office. They're trying to launch spin-off shows, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think this is very similar to what we have going on today.
Mm.
Did he look twice because he saw that there was another one that he'd never seen before?
I think so.
Oh my god.
What? He just realized someone?
Yeah, no, I just realized that they look like the villains from The Orville.
A Krill?
Yeah, don't they?
No, well, I'll see them again.
Yeah.
It's not like you can stop it and go back. I mean, you can, but that messes up the things.
Leave it be, sir.
Leave it be.
Yeah. Well, he looks like a Zindi.
More likely, yes. I would say a Zindi than a Creole. The old lobster head.
Yeah, they could actually look more like, well, not lobsters, but maybe like what do they call them in District 9?
I
Um,
have not seen
you've
District
never
9.
seen District 9? Oh my god.
It's so
It's
bad.
very negative. It's not a positive movie. Like it's what do they call them in there? Prawns, I think they call them.
It was a bit premature though, saying Mathis Harmon. He was saying it's like, oh, you're saved our people, but they don't even know if Sarah survived or not.
Granted. Okay, this doesn't look as good, but oh my god.
With that being said, this jello that they get around
Hmm.
them, it doesn't look as appealing for space travel as transporters.
No, it doesn't. I think that's the objective, though, isn't it?
Probably.
It's like we have to find a way to make people beam. Not beam, but we have to find a way to make people be able to like travel in space, but we have to make it goofy and unappealing.
Yeah, I think that was the comedy part of the movie, for sure.
Yeah. All right. That is kind of sad though, because this kid looks up to him. He
Hmm.
looks up to the correct character. He looks up to the commando, right?
Yeah,
And he's being, his dreams are kind of being crushed every time he meets Tim Allen. Or what is it? Nesbit? No,
Nesbit. Yeah,
No, it's not Nesbit. Nesbit
Nesbit.
is no. Is it?
Nesbit. Yeah, that's his name.
Nesbit's what they called Buzz in Toy Story 1. When Buzz gets taken by Sid's sister and he's drinking tea, he goes, "I'm Mrs. Nesbit."
Jason Nesmith. Sorry,
Nesmith.
Nesmith.
Okay. It's pretty close though. Alan Rickman is unamused.
The lunch bag.
Come on.
Termite.
It's kind of sad that they're all so in a rush to get that job. Like, you guys can't find other acting jobs. I guess it wasn't the golden age of TV series like it is now. Like, nowadays, anyone, like, there's so many TV shows out there.
Yeah, like actors are interchangeable between TV shows.
God. That must be very disturbing.
I think this is the second sci-fi show that Tony Shalhoub was in.
Really?
He was in Men in Black, of course, as Jeeves. But
Oh, okay.
I don't remember him being in other sci-fi TV shows or movies. Oh, you remember one of
This
the?
is very Men in Black.
This is it. Yes, this is very much. Do you remember one of the actor one of the Termian will turn into an actor, a guy who is, well, wonder if you're gonna recognize the face.
Okay. I don't remember at this point.
Look. Right in the middle. That's Daniels from Enterprise.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God! I would have got it eventually. You're right. It's time traveling Agent Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
So why does he come late? I don't know. He's
He's one of the
such
he's
an
one of the
asshole.
most he's one of the most positive person in the show.
Yeah, but I mean, our commander here, friggin' yesterday, he went through the same thing and he was shocked, and then he's all like, I don't know what's wrong with him.
The eyes are
Yeah,
just incredible.
that guy. That is an interesting concept, isn't it? Though.
And in a sense,
Clearly.
it's a little bit childish, and in a really good and positive way. I remember when I was a kid and seeing all of these things in Star Trek, I was like, why don't we have that? Like it's there on the show. Like I genuinely thought that those technology is available, and I always was like, why don't we do this? It's so awesome. It's there.
That's kind of what we have done, though. We have kind of progressed to where, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think society has modeled itself after Star Trek specifically. It's just that Star Trek has kind of
No,
predicted what makes sense that, like, technology-wise, that we would be using. These guys kind of remind me, in a more positive way, but they kind of remind me of how, you know, in the original series, Star Trek, often there's like this planet that they go to that have found, I don't
God,
know,
this
the
ship is beautiful.
U.S. Constitution or something. The NTE 3120. I wouldn't go home.
I wouldn't. I was just like,
Well,
you know what,
actually,
take me wherever you want.
now that there's wife and baby, it would be a bit different because you have to consider them.
Well, you would take them with you.
Yeah, on a mission that involves maybe death. I don't know.
No, not on that.
I don't know. I would love to be on the ship though. That's a long hallway. I wouldn't want to walk down there, but
But you know what? They use exactly the same room for in a later scene when the oxygen goes off. And you can see actually that how big is the room, but they built up for this.
Well, they CG'd the end
Oh,
of it,
of
I
course.
guess.
Yeah.
God.
He's like he has no clue what he's in.
I had something mean to say.
No,
I
go on.
won't say it. I won't say it on the show though,
Oh,
because
boy.
someone's gonna watch this later. I'll say it in private to you in the chats later on, or after we cut. But that person reminds me of someone. This is forward. This is back.
But that's very important.
Yes, that actually resembles what they have in Discovery currently. The hand panel that he used.
Kind of. But I never really understood what was the purpose of the hand panel, because it just shows up this. Maybe just to authorize that you're the commander, and it's
Oh, maybe.
just like a pass machine or something.
Yeah, no pressure. Okay. Who would you recast? If you would have recast these for a TV show coming out, who would you pick as these main characters?
I would not pick anyone, and I would not do a TV show.
Oh,
The much as I want to see them more, I wouldn't.
You just leave it be?
Just leave it be, because having one movie, it's unique and original. Having a TV show extrapolated from that ages later, for me, it would take
Ruin the experience in a way?
probably. I'd rather have this sweet memory than something that might disappoint me
Hmm.
or might not. I'm not saying that
That
it
actually
will be
looks
bad.
very Kelvin, that.
Calvin.
Yeah, it looks very Kelvin timeline. The way
The
he turns
remote.
the throttle and he's got...
In the sense of relief for a moment.
Yeah.
You know, I thought about this scene a lot because the nose of the ship gets scratched, and when it leaves the dry dock, it just comes out, and the big, massive wings are like next to it.
So you wonder how the nose gets stretched, but not the
It's
not the
in
not the
theory. In
nacelles, not
theory,
the
I
side.
checked it because I have the model, but I think it would have broke the nose. The wings would have broken if it's like this. It's a nice feature, but I think technically it's a bit tricky to put it
Well, do
out.
you
Just
have a model at hand?
I yeah, look, the main hull is so close, and then the
Yeah,
whole.
but he levels out. I think he was kind of on an angle, maybe.
I mean,
Right?
look. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Even, yeah, he would
you
have
can
to be.
level out like this,
Yeah.
but it would have broken up the whole thing. I think.
Okay.
I
So yeah.
think.
Okay. Well,
But
the joke doesn't work. The movie's terrible. Cancelled.
that's it. Thank you for watching.
That's it. Thank you for watching. Show's cancelled. Screw it.
No, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I wonder how did they did those little bugs. I mean, this one is absolutely CG, but the ball itself.
Is that? He's not even complaining. You give him something else to eat. Why doesn't he ask for something else? Just tell them I have become accustomed to the food of Earth.
He doesn't want to disappoint them, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Hey Joe, how you doing?
Hello.
Welcome. If you want a timestamp, I can give it to you. We're watching Galaxy Quest, and so yeah, if you want a timestamp, I'll give it to you. You can join and you can follow along. We've just left. What is it? Dry dock, I guess.
Yes.
Never give up, never surrender, says the Random Menace. Indeed. Indeed. We are
35,
at.
01, 02, 03.
That's it. 30, 35. Oh, wait a minute. 35, 10, 11, 12.
We are extremely synchronized, my friend.
We are.
Yeah.
Oh, Joseph, how you doing? You change your names all the time, this guy. I don't know who you guys are if you change your names. He wants to think. Commander. What were they expecting, though? Were
that
they
was
expecting
lunch.
this to just... Were they expecting this to go smoothly and just have a nice chat with this alien species that are, like, destructive and deadly?
I don't know. I think it's probably the case of, the hype is probably bigger than they should be facing with.
Hmm. Oh, damn. You are random. Yosef. So who's the actor playing that guy, the villain?
Ooh,
Do we
let me have a
know?
look. I don't.
Yeah, usually in Star Trek they're like, you have 10 Earth days. He's like, yeah, you got 10 seconds.
So, based on IMDb, it's Robin Sachs, Sachs. Not sure how to pronounce the last name.
I don't know who that is. Okay, I'm closer. Please timestamp again. We're at 37, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So 37, 40, 41. You're right, Jill. Are you in with us? We're gonna hit 38 minutes now. How did the aliens not realize that Alan Rickman is wearing a thing on his head? It's not actually glued to his skull correctly.
Think probably they seen it from the show and then
Oh, they
they
just
just thought it's
assume that
normal.
it's.
Yeah.
God, that would be terrifying. It's not too bad. It's not the best visual effects, but it isn't bad.
Not at all. I told you, for me, it's this movie always gonna stand up. It's
So this
just
is
such a
1999, right?
1999.
Which means it's the same year as the Mummy remake. What came out in 1999 that has visual effects? The Mummy. Oh, The Matrix. Okay, well this isn't as good as The Matrix because, I mean, yeah.
I agree with you, Joseph. The movie is almost perfection. I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh, is the scraping of the nose of the ship, is that what takes away the perfection aspect? It's like that's what makes it almost perfection.
No. That's adds to it.
This is the most motion picture moment of it.
I know.
Just FYI. He does know.
He does know. Same here. I love Tony as well. And that ship is just beautiful. I can't get over it.
That's a hell of a minefield. Cisco ain't got nothing on this. With his self-replicating mines, this is a real minefield, yo. Look at this.
It's a real minefield, but you gotta give Rome credit for that minefield too. That was
They're not very
awesome.
effective, though. These mines.
But there's a lot.
You're going to hit every single one.
Patience.
Actually, he almost looks like a live-action version of something out of A Bug's Life.
Could be. I always felt so
Okay,
bad
he
when
threw
they
himself off that chair. He didn't fall off. He threw himself off.
I always felt so bad when they destroyed sets like this. You know, all the effort
Oh.
and energy that goes into these, and then
Unlike the horrible
Space.
Star Wars spoof Spaceballs, this is a real love letter to Trek fans.
I
The more I love the movie, the more I loathe Spaceballs. I have never seen Spaceballs. I can't.
never seen
I've
Spaceballs.
never
Okay,
seen it.
sign me up for that one. Live
Oh
watch. We have
god,
to
we're
do
doing
that.
Spaceballs, and then we can do like, is that? I don't know. It can't be better than this. I'm sorry.
It's not gonna be better than this. Spaceballs is at
Well, I
least
don't
10,
love Star
15
Wars
years
as much
earlier.
as well. To be fair, like to be honest,
It's
as
not
much as I love Star Trek.
just Star Wars. There's some other other movies involved as well, like references. But it's a good movie. But
Okay.
last time I tried to watch it, I just couldn't get through it.
Every time anyone does a parody of anything, they always have to reference Star Trek somehow in it. Like even if it's a
Oh,
parody
yeah.
of something else, like they have to have that.
Which one was it? There was a movie with Simon Pegg and Kirsten Wiig, and they went through the Star Wars. It was a Phantom Menace. That one of their friends needed to see Phantom Menace in Lucas Branch
Really?
or something,
I don't remember that.
and then they had a Star Trek, sort of Star Trek.
I don't remember
Battle
that. Simon
fight.
Pegg did that?
It was in it.
Really? I don't remember that at all. I mean, Simon Pegg was in Star Wars. I mean, that's commentary on Uhura.
I was thinking about this well, but then Uhura had more things to do on the ship.
Well, the meme is that Uhura only just answered the phone and did that, you know. But that's not true. Uhura was very intelligent, and she did a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
He's growing. His character arc. It's my fault, he says.
Hmm.
I don't understand. Oh, here we go. Fiction. They don't, imagine meeting a species that has no concept of fiction. Okay, Random Menace. Comparing two movies, Spaceballs is a parody made by somebody who hates Star Wars. Galaxy Quest made by people who love Star Trek. Sorry for ranting. I know it's common in Canada to apologize. It is common for Canadians to apologize. I don't do it. I'm not Canadian yet.
Spaceball has a really good cast ensemble as well, like Rick Moranis and
Rick Moranis.
I
Oh, is
forgot
that the
the
guy from
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Shiny Me Shrunk the Kids? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So he's got Reno vibes, actually,
Oh,
from Discovery.
yeah.
Kinda. Because Tig Notaro has said multiple times that she struggled through like all the technobabble, and the kind of like dry humor, kind of like nonchalant attitude that she has. I don't know. It reminds me of that somewhat. I can't help but thinking of USS Callister now as well every time I watch this.
Yeah. I think that was one of the only Black Mirror episode I watched. No, actually, I think the second one.
What did you watch? What's the other one you watched?
I keep thinking, I don't know, I don't remember. But it was some very long time ago.
Okay. Well, you don't seem... You're not...
Don't-
It doesn't seem like the kind of show that you watch.
No.
This would be really cool. Going on an alien world like that. Never give up. Never surrender. That sounds like a Klingon thing to say.
Kapla.
Kapla. Rickman should take off his headpiece to make it. He should have actually. To make his point about fiction. It's like you guys don't have any television or theater. We pretend to be characters that we are not, and he takes off his headpiece.
Well, true. However, I can. He goes in the lunch bag. I can understand that he probably didn't have this in mind. I mean, I wouldn't have had in mind even if I
Yeah,
tried
maybe
to make
he's
the
just
point.
forgotten that it's there. He's just accustomed to it.
There was a story in when the filming of DS9. I'm not sure which season, but there was an earthquake at the same time as well when they were filming DS9, and I think some of the extras they went home to check on the home and the family, and they didn't take off the mask, so they left as Cardassian and Ferengi in
Well,
Los
at least they
Angeles.
weren't like Zindi, like fucking Zindi insectoids walking around.
And apparently it was a thing in the newspaper the next day. Like it's like, oh, we've seen some Star Trek creatures roaming in Los Angeles
At
just
least
after
they
the
weren't
earthquake.
idiots. Like people weren't filming like they're literal aliens. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
One Mississippi is a wonderful show. Tig is the star. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Red Letter Media, the YouTube channel, and they talk about One Mississippi quite a bit. Or they did in their Army of the Dead review. I should maybe watch that. I thought it was a one-man show, like a comedy. Or is it not? Is it an actual scripted show?
This is the first time when actually he makes a good point.
He is very valid.
Guy.
Like,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, years later, we get Prometheus 2 or Alien Covenant, and that, like, you'll just open the thing, walk outside, like, there's nothing, like, everyone's breathing the air. It could be toxic and everything. It's a scripted dramedy. Okay, I might look into that. I might look into that. This way.
Wait.
Wait, no.
That way.
Isn't there a thing where...
Laredo.
Isn't there an episode where someone's holding something the wrong way around
In Star Trek?
though? Hey, Robbie, how you doing? All I hear is Buzz Lightyear and Fantastic Mr. Fox. Well, actually,
know.
every time I hear Tim Allen's voice, I only hear the Santa Claus is what I hear.
Oh, yeah, another
That's-
classic one.
That's what I hear. Do you need a timestamp, Robbie? If you do, let us know. So now I'm getting Pitch Black vibes. You remember Pitch Black?
I have not watched Pitch Black.
You've never seen Pitch Black with Vin Diesel?
No.
Dear Lord. Alright. We're at 50 minutes.
31.
50, 30, yeah. 50, 34, 35.
Yeah,
So-
we're really synchronized.
Get around 50 minutes, Robbie. Or 50. Get around 51 minutes, and then we can sync up better. Yeah, they're not little children. Haha, what a joke. Miners, not miners. Alan Rickman's really good.
And again, one thing that came true afterwards.
Well, yeah, he got that right, but that wasn't. He didn't do it on purpose, though. I think that's just pessimism speaking. You just finished Deep Space Nine last night. You're not okay. Thanks so much for this most perfect of distractions. Yeah, Deep Space Nine, it hits you. It hits you. It hits you in
Yeah.
the heart once you finish it. So yeah, this is different. This is comedy. Well, not this part. Dear God. So do you think this makes sense? Do you think this would happen? Like, do you think that the actual commander from the show would end up being the commander in real life? Or do you think maybe the power structure, like the power dynamic, would change? Or are they trying to keep their positions to keep up the appearance for the termites or whatever they're called?
I think it would depends on the actor itself. I mean, Tim Allen in this movie, I mean, Jason, is quite strong as a character anyway, so he would naturally take up on being a commander. But and I don't think they would choose someone who's not right for the part based on their
Okay.
character traits. So I think it would
Oh,
probably work
okay.
out a similar way. I mean, just think about the original series. There would be a bit of a
You
friction
think
between Shatner and Takei, because I think Takei would be a better captain in a sense. But
perhaps now I think that Takei would kind of stand up to that position, but maybe back in the original series days, maybe Takei
probably I
didn't
think
have that
with
confidence.
more.
I don't
Mm.
know, but yeah, we talked about it in the beginning. Robbie. Do you have the timestamp, by the way? Tell me, because we can give it to you again if you need it. Yeah, Simon Pegg is trying to get that greenlit with one of the writers from other shows that I've never heard of. Oh, shut up. But yeah, yeah. I asked Gary who he would recast these characters as, like who he would pick, and he said, "No, I want nothing to do with that. He doesn't want to pick anyone."
I don't want to pick anyone. But then again, I was kind of wrong with the Calvin
Well,
movies because
how
they
would you
chose
feel?
really good actors for
How
all
would
the
you feel
characters.
about a limited run series with the same actors?
Oh, that would be
Like just
fantastic.
like a one season that picks up with these same actors. However, like now it'd be like 20 years later, right? So you could do real world 20 years later after the show and after this adventure in space
I
that they
think
had.
that would be better. I would enjoy that.
And
I
so
would look forward
sadly,
to
you
that.
could say that so Alan Rickman has died, but you could say that his character has died as well, without
Yeah,
getting too much into it.
exactly. Just what they've been planning to do with Anton Yelchin as well. But again, it all comes down to who makes it
All right,
and how
we're
they
at
make it.
55 minutes. All right. So they look very fake. Like the shading, I think the shading, the lighting, all of that is quite good. It's just the textures. They seem to, um, they don't seem real enough. Like the pores and the skin doesn't seem quite real enough. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then there's this thing, which is
You
clearly a
know,
puppet.
I'm
But
not sure.
this
Have you
is
seen the Stargate movie
no. I've
with
never.
Kurt
I
Russell?
no.
So there's a scene in there when Daniel Jackson, um, Michael Spade. I'm not sure. I don't remember the name of the actors, but the actor. But he was lying on the ground, and there was like another a big animal, like putting the same his tongue into his face.
Oh god.
So it was like kind of reminded me of Stargate. It's a good TV show and a good movie though.
This is very Star Wars. This thing.
The Big Lizard,
This thing, yeah, the big. What is it? It's a boar,
big
right, of some
big
kind?
big lizard. That's how they call it. James Spader, thank you.
Oh yes. They've
Here's the
designed
thing.
all of the technology based on the motions that they did. All right. Now here's the thing. That doesn't work for Star Trek because most Star Trek actors just do bullshit. Firefly, that's not true though. Because what's he called? Oh, the actor that was the pilot in Firefly.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I forget his name. He apparently. So I saw this in the behind the scenes when he was talking about the show. He apparently actually made sure to always do the same movements depending on the orders that the captain gave him. So if it's like full speed ahead, he would do this thing, or if it's like launch, he would hit these buttons, and he would always do the same buttons to add realism to it. Wash is the character. Alan Tudyk. Oh dear. Oh no. Please hold. Well, that was a carrot that fell on him, but. Well, we don't need to beam you up now that we've killed the animal.
Well, and then Dwayne The Rock Johnson would appear.
Yeah. In his Voyager makeup,
Yeah,
of course.
of course.
Rock. Oh, now we've gone full The Hobbit.
Was there a stone creature in The Hobbit too?
Yeah, they were like stone giants.
Oh. But again, this was before The Hobbit, right?
Well, no, it's not before The Hobbit. The Hobbit was written in 1937 or some shit. But actually, no, I think the stone monsters aren't actually in the novel. Like, they aren't in the Hobbit story. They're in some other story that Tolkien wrote. They added them in the movie. That does remind me of something. What does that remind me of? What have I seen that does that? Yeah, Resident Alien. I haven't seen that. Alan Tudyk's really good. I love him. I love him as the rooster in Moana. No, he's great. I haven't seen Resident Alien. What is its motivation?
Tony's brilliant. Gosh.
Highly recommend Resident Alien. Okay, I might try that out. Alan Tudyk is the alien in that show, right?
I don't know.
He'll tell us. Yay.
It's not that. How he's gonna get it back?
What, the shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll make him another one.
No, because it says he just picks it up from there. But he lost it like in a different place.
This is a different shirt though.
No, he just picked it up from the ground, and you see it's torn in the back.
They beamed his shirt with him.
But his shirt fell off like 50 meters away before
God.
Goring. Like,
You're
throwing
poking
off.
holes in this brilliant movie, sir.
I'm not poking
God
holes.
damn.
I'm just pointing out a fact.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. There's a shirt problem here. Hashtag not canon. Not my Galaxy Quest.
Hashtag what the hell.
Hashtag what the hell.
Hashtag not
Tim
so
Allen
pro.
is a great voice actor, but I find that he's not that good of an actor in any sense, in my opinion. He's good in this role, though.
The more I'm watching actors and in different roles, the more I see that some actors they just they just being themselves. They don't
Yes,
really
they default to like Tim Allen. I think is very much Tim Allen in most of his roles, right?
Yes.
So
He's
as a
very much
voice
himself.
actor, it works because he can
Yeah.
kind of pitch his voice up and down, but
Yeah.
mainly
But he's
those look
he's
like those
himself.
those look like friggin' Samurai Ninja Turtles, some of them. But anyway, but yeah, no, Tim Allen might not be the most. How did all their people die? Who are we talking about? What are we talking about, Jill?
The Thermians? Oh, I think it was at the beginning when the projector left the station. That was their homeward left. And probably they just went back to. Probably they just went back to destroy
Starfleet boy
the.
coming in. Do you need a timestamp, Sahel, or no? If you need a timestamp, tell me. If not, you can join us later. You can rewatch this later, I guess.
Hi. I would say it's nice to see you, but I can't see you. So.
What did you say?
You know, the one thing I would love to actually see if they actually made like a small mini episode of the original, like the original for them
Oh, really?
of the show. I would love to
Okay.
see that if they would have
It's
done
funny
it.
because they did that for BoJack. Yeah, I know you didn't watch BoJack Horseman, but BoJack Horseman is an animated show on Netflix,
Mhm.
and it's about BoJack Horseman, he was an actor and he used to play in a '90s sitcom,
Okay.
and they did a few, I think at least one or two Christmas specials where it's instead of doing that show about it, they actually did the show that he was in, like you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But there would be a problem because if you wanted to really do a Galaxy Quest show, then all the actors have to be younger. You'd have to recast them.
No, of course. I
Perhaps.
mean, they managed to, make them young a little bit, but it was a bit goofy, but it worked. But like what I'm saying that it would have been interesting at that time because they put so much effort into the backstory, like the
Yeah.
fandom behind it, that they would have made like an
Yeah, they could have
episode just
made
for
an
fun.
actual episode. Like they could have made the
Yeah.
pilot episode and
Yeah.
put that on like the DVDs as a bonus
Yeah,
feature.
the special, like
That
the
would have been
original.
really cool.
I would have loved that.
You know what? Screw the Star Trek guidelines. If we make a fan film, we should make a Galaxy Quest fan film.
You should make a Galaxy Quest fan film.
Oh. Have you guys heard about TV series in the works? I mean, Orville, which basically was just.
Not really.
I don't know what's gonna happen to the Orville now. I think that no one can know what will happen to the Orville until season 3 comes out and Disney looks at the numbers. Basically, because now that Disney owns it, I think they're gonna give them the season 3, and then they're gonna see what happens if people are watching it or not on Hulu, and then they'll give it more seasons or not. Because like Solar Opposites is already confirmed for at least season 3, and I think 4 as well. Because the numbers are so good on Hulu, everyone's watching Solar Opposites, so that Disney are just worried about that. So. But then years ago, before I know he's doing his big speech, and I'm speaking, but
Yeah, I know. Just this is like one of the
emotional moments.
most emotional part of the movie for sure. And then the music under it just accompanied it
The
so
scoring's
much,
pretty
so well.
good, yeah.
The score is amazing, and David Newman is a brilliant mind behind lots of movies, not just the Galaxy Quest, but he composed Flintstones and many more.
I don't know. People are insulting me in the chat because I haven't made him a mod. How do I make him a mod?
What is
I
that
can
mod?
put. It says that I can either block you or put you in a timeout, but it doesn't say anything about making you a mod.
What is a mod?
Make it, like a moderator.
A moderator. God,
Yeah,
it's not your show.
I don't know
The
how
only
to
moderator
do that.
is Sean here, the moderator, no?
Settings. How do I guests?
What
No,
is a
not
moderator?
I don't know how to do that. I don't. I'm on StreamYard free. So, Toddy, right click me. Right click you.
What
Nothing
does a
happens if I
moderator
right
do?
click you.
I thought he's just listening. Not...
Oh wait a minute. Do I have to do this on the YouTube or StreamYard? Add moderator. Starfleet Boy is now a moderator for your channel. Boom. How'd you feel about that? Are you happy? You've been made a mod. All right. He's a creep, that guy.
Which one? Guy?
Well, yeah, guy.
He is.
What will you do with your newfound power, Starfleet Boy? Will you attack us all? If anyone needs a timestamp, let me know. We're nearly at the end at this point, but... He's gonna get spaced. It's not a science fiction movie or TV show if no one gets spaced.
Oh my god, he's so adorable.
Oh yeah, that's right. Everyone has to be real kind about Star Trek Picard now, because Starfleet Boy's a mod.
What?
He can well, you know, because I've made
I think
Starfleet
my
Boy a
internet is
moderator.
breaking down now. So Hill, don't do that with me.
Yeah, he's he's hacking everyone's internet. No, he can just fire everyone from the chat.
Well, good that I'm not in the chat. He cannot fire me.
See, I give him the moderator responsibility. I don't even know what I can do to people in the chat.
What does a moderator do? Just
I don't
block
know. I guess
people?
he can mute people. I guess.
You should watch Herbie, Fully Loaded. He's in it too.
Herbie Fully Loaded.
Yeah, he's in there with Lindsay Lohan. That movie should have never been made.
It looks like garbage.
It does look. It is garbage. And I love Herbie from Inside Out, but that movie should never have been made.
Okay, tricky. You can't get everything right, I guess. We'll improvise. Here we go. This film is very good with its, setups and payoffs.
Yeah.
It's you, Gary. He's building his little models and stuff.
Yeah.
Or is it, this is Chris. This is the Trick Collector.
Track collector. No, I had the magnifier glass and I have the protector here too.
Oh, sorry.
This is the gold edition.
You
If
could do
anyone interested, this is a gold edition.
This is
It's not really just paint.
He doesn't have any Star Trek things in his room. I would have imagined that he did.
But maybe in this universe, Star Trek doesn't exist.
Oh, perhaps. I don't believe that. Star Trek exists in every universe,
Just like in the Orville, they have Doctor Who reference. They said at one point, it's like, oh, just like Doctor Who's phone booth, but they didn't say Star Trek, so probably didn't have Star Trek in the Orville universe either.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Perhaps.
they acknowledge.
I don't
Doctor
even
Who.
remember they talk about Doctor Who.
briefly one moment in
They talk
the
about
episode
Star
when
Wars
they
in the
go
most
into this
recent.
two-dimensional space that
Oh
looks like
yeah,
a circuit board,
yeah.
and they talk about the bigger on the inside stuff.
Okay, I don't remember that, but well, I remember the episode. I don't remember them mentioning the poor kid. I think Justin Long played Alvin's voice in Alvin and the Chipmunks. Okay, I'll believe you.
Quality.
I don't like the name of that movie, Alvin and the Chipmunks. It makes no sense because Alvin is one of the chipmunks. So that annoys me.
I mean, if you think about Scooby-Doo, he doesn't really do too much in the show.
No, but if, like, when you call the show Alvin and the Chipmunks, I assume that Alvin is the human that finds the chipmunks. It's not, like, or it should be, I don't know, Alvin and the Chipmunks implies that Alvin is not part of the chipmunks, in my mind. Sorry. This is an uninteresting conversation. So do you like him at the end? Did you find him less annoying? Or Guy? Or does
No.
he... You hate him...
I don't like him.
It's the name of their band. The lead always gets a mention. Oh, okay. Okay, that can make more sense like that. This must be why you feel like an outcast in the Americas, because I don't understand band names. The Chipmunks are the backup singers, like Ladies' Night and the Pips. You see, two people have now mentioned that Alvin and the Chipmunks are a band, so are they like a musical band before being just characters in a movie? I didn't know that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, God.
I never thought about it this way, but this scene, when they just like splash on the windshield, it's like a bug splash on your windshield when you're traveling with a car.
That's what it is. I don't think there should be blood. His blood should be... He should have been frozen and kind of shattered to pieces. That's what should happen.
It's a comedy, so...
It is. Also, it is an alien species. We don't know how they work.
Yeah.
The Borg, for example, do not freeze when you put them in space.
Don't know.
They were always in musical bands. I'm learning so much about Alvin and the Chipmunks. I now have so much information that I did not need about Alvin and the Chipmunks.
You did not know you'd need. You did not think you will need.
So this is Star Wars.
Is it? Why? What Star Wars is?
Well, because Star Wars is always, they're always working on things that have no...
Well, it could be Indiana Jones as well, if you think about it.
Really?
I
mean, it could be Buzz as well, because in Toy Story 2, Buzz has to walk across the... Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
Now this is The Expanse. It's the proto-molecule.
You know how much I watched Expanse. I've tried it 3 times and I never got through the first episode.
Borg frozen space in Picard? Did they? Oh, yes, in Star Trek Picard. Sorry, I was thinking First Contact. I don't know why. Yes, they did in Picard, because for some reason Picard disrespected or denied. Oh no, we can't talk bad about Picard. No, I'm gonna say that the Borg drones that were in Picard were no longer fully Borg. They had been Romulan somehow, so that's why they didn't react in the same way.
A plucky comic relief, definitely not.
Not plucky and not comic relief. He's the comic relief. They're all the comic relief. Yeah, he might delete your comment. He's gone, I think.
Who?
They weren't. Yeah. So the stuff. It was explanations. They weren't fully powered up. Maybe if they're regenerating and you space them, they stay inactive, dare I say? The Chompers? You could make a spin-off about the kids.
Yeah.
All grown
Yeah,
up as
Yeah, all
adults.
grown up and yeah, that would be interesting.
Because these actors, I don't think, cost too much, so you could make the show about them
No,
and how they followed in the footsteps, and you could add some
I
new
guess-
characters, some new friends that they've met
yeah,
along the way.
I guess the most expensive one would be Justin Long in this case.
What?
Justin Long would be the most expensive one to get, I guess, out of the.
Yeah, but you could
all
make
of them.
him main, right? Because he's already basically main of the
Yeah, of course.
young group.
No, that would be interesting.
So there are ways you can do this. Why is there fire? This makes no fucking sense. This is just so stupid.
None of that whole way makes sense.
But it does make sense because the TV show would have this kind of stuff that doesn't make sense, but then they built it to the specifications of the TV show.
It's like, yeah, they have fire and stumps. Let's do that. Chompers.
I think it's in the Dark Crystal. The Dark
I've never watched Dark
Crystal
Crystal either.
rock monster. I think there's a rock monster in the Dark Crystal that resembles this. Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. In the Dark Crystal,
Tentacle love.
no, it's disgusting. I can't watch that.
What?
No, it's not. You're very correct. We do support interspecies love. It's just the tentacles aren't my thing.
Come on.
Oh, it's,
Jump
hey, everybody!
Space Dog arrived.
Space Dog has arrived.
Space Dog has arrived.
Is it Porthos? No, it's not Porthos. It's
Not
Eddie.
Portos. It's Eddie the
It's
Barbarian.
Eddie. Hey,
No,
buddy.
he's not.
Eddie the Barbarian.
Eddie the Barbarian. Oh, look at there. What?
The commander gets the cheers. That's how it works. It's
Of course.
not fair. It's not fair.
Oh, this is a sad scene though.
He's so matter of fact about it. I'm
Yeah,
shocked.
I'm shocked.
I can't tell if he looks like a Ninja Turtle samurai or if he looks like one of the creatures
Not
from
Ninja Turtle
Pirates.
Samurai. It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, but or if he looks like one of Davy Jones's crew from Pirates 2. What kind of dog is Space Dog? What kind of dog is Space Dog?
Well, it's tricky. He's part miniature Schnauzer and Yorkie and Westie. Something between. Not
He's
sure.
a miss.
He's a happy dog. He's a happy kind.
He's a happy dog.
He's a happy kind. Come on.
Actually, the last live watch that I did before this was Joss Whedon's Justice League, which is garbage. Just terrible bullshit. So I'm very happy that we're watching this.
Mm.
You shall be avenged. Galaxy Quest, assemble!
You know, I guess he come around at the end because it was for real, not for repeating the same thing for pleasing people. Because he kind of felt it by the end.
Yeah.
So he's
Well, they all
Yeah.
grow. I think everyone has an arc.
no, absolutely.
the mixed dogs we had lived 5 years longer than the purebred ones. Oh, that's nice. So
And they're
maybe
more loyal as well.
So maybe Eddie. Looking into his eyes. Maybe Eddie will be around for 20 years.
Don't know. Normally they live around 13 to 15.
Isn't it 15, 16 for the smaller ones?
Not sure. But he's marinating my fingers right now. Come on. Watch the movie.
So there's a creature called Lore in Dark Crystal. Lore, like Data's brother, right? Lore. In the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, the TV show. And that rock creature kind of reminds me of this thing here. Well, it's not here anymore, but... Who would be cast in Galaxy Quest The Next Generation that would complement the Next Generation crew like Tim Allen and co would do for the TOS crew? I don't know. I don't know. So, you think that Galaxy Quest is a parody of the original series, or a parody of the Next Generation, or a parody of the genre itself? Oh, I have to read your previous comment first. I don't have your previous comment. Oh, yes,
I think the best thing would be Galaxy Quest TNG and bring in a whole new cast, so the original cast have a rough time being replaced and people can say...
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, that would be cool. Oh, oh my god. You do a Kelvin-style Galaxy Quest, which is more modern and more, adventure-driven or explosion-driven, action-driven. And then all of these actors, they have trouble being replaced. I don't know who we could have. This is the thing. You don't want them to do more Galaxy Quest, but if it were really, really good, you would like it. You just don't want it to be bad. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think I'm just, at this point, I'm afraid of disappointment more than afraid of enjoying the whole thing. Got disappointed quite a lot recently.
Well, actually, if the Kelvin timeline, if Star Trek Kelvin timeline is done, then they should go get John Cho and make him the captain, because he's real funny. And if we can't get him a Sulu movie, then give him a Galaxy Quest movie. Right?
But then again, for some weird reason, the Orville reminds me of Galaxy Quest as well.
Well, because it's the same, I suppose.
It's like for me, it's the perfect marriage between Star Trek and Galaxy Quest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said it from the very beginning.
Okay.
If you watch my very first review on the channel. Sunny.
What do you think of the villain here? Do you think he's a bit bland? Or do you think he's good?
I think he's good. I mean, it's a comedy show. It's not supposed to be so dark and layered.
They've made the villain, like, he's kind of poking fun at how villains are in TV, right? I guess, or how villains are in movies.
Because if you think about it, it's a TV show extrapolated into a movie, and from their point of view.
Yeah.
And in TV shows, at least back in the old days, they weren't as layered as they are now. They don't have like character arches, and as much in depth as they had before.
That is not how Picard would have solved that. That is a very Kirk thing to do. It's a very cowboy diplomacy, isn't it?
Hey, don't. He's cute, but don't. Especially when he's laughing. And he's really happy now because he's with me.
Well, now Alan Rickman's hair's coming out because it's all ripped and stuff. They haven't noticed.
Point and click. What?
Oh, he's sad. Look at him. He does. That's what we said in the beginning, Joseph. He does look like a villain from Enterprise.
Yeah.
He does look like Xindi from the Enterprise. Whoa. Oh no.
That smile that he did, it was very Monk.
Oh really?
When, well, it was almost when he solves the case at the end of the episode.
No. Robbie says, I've always loved the Xindi design, and part of their uniforms was reused from Nemesis, but they were never actually on Nemesis due to plot changes. Really? I didn't know that. Okay. I think it was an interesting concept to have like these five different kind of like what is it, 5 races among the species, I guess.
They're like subspecies.
I think the Xindi were really good. I don't like the Xindi arc particularly, though.
I think it was interesting. To be honest, I had no issue with season 3 of Enterprise. I loved it. So this is interesting. So Omega-13 only works on the person who actually used it? Or it's... Because it seems like it only works on him.
Omega-13, so what did it do? It reset the timeline?
Reset
or went
the
back
time
in
for
time?
13 seconds.
Okay.
Resets that. Well, goes back 13 seconds.
But it didn't affect him because he was the detonator, perhaps.
That's what I'm thinking. So it only affects the person who actually uses it.
Never give up! Never surrender! Separate.
Yeah, the model kit actually can do the same thing.
Really?
You can build it up. You can build it up. Not this one. I glued it together, but in the other one, the master one I made, I had it properly.
So you've saved an entire species from annihilation, but you can't tell anyone.
Yeah, you can separate it, the whole thing.
Okay. You can't tell anyone on Earth because no one will ever believe you. That looks like the captain's yacht, actually.
I think that should be our lifetime goal, to make a Galaxy Quest fan film.
You think? You think that's what we should do?
So. I think so.
We have so many projects.
Brent Spiner said that Galaxy Quest is the most Star Trek movie, the best Star Trek movie that ever came out, and it's true.
Really?
That's what he said in the documentary.
Okay. His parents are brilliant.
Yeah. At least he's
Okay.
outside.
Dinner's at 7. Hey, he's not doing drugs. Oh, he's outside. Okay, sorry. Holy shit. I forgot that. Could have died.
Yeah. A lot of people could have died in this scenario.
Yes, actually. What blows my mind the
Especially here.
most is this is pretty much around the time they were making Voyager and Enterprise.
Hmm.
And when you look at an episode of Voyager, you would never guess that it's like from this time. Like it's so perfectly the future, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
How long has this convention been going on for? Or have they only been out there for like a day?
I don't know. At one point they said on that, like we haven't. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Maybe just a couple of days. Long weekend. 3 days of convention.
Yeah, the
then
Thermians, they do have like a kind of innocence, but it's like the Pakled innocence, but at least they're not
Evil.
taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
I think they could have done more with Charlize Theron, actually. Oh, sorry, with Sigourney Weaver.
I was like, why do you want to bring in Charlize Theron in this?
I don't know, because I just saw Fast and Furious. I think they could have done more with Sigourney Weaver, actually. I know her character is made to parody, that how female characters weren't very much utilized back in the day in TV shows, but they could have done a bit more with her in the movie.
Maybe.
Everyone just thinks it's a brilliant cosplay, right?
Yeah.
He hit him with a Kirk roll, actually.
Oh yeah, you have the Kirk Fu manual.
Yeah. I have the Kirk Fu
official,
manual.
That's the official
That's
Kirk
the
roll.
official Kirk. He read it. He read the Kirk Fu manual. Well, I'm gonna say it. I think that Sigourney Weaver and Alan Rickman are like
The best.
they are by far the best actors of this film.
I do have to add Tony Shalhoub as well.
You think?
I
He's
love
he's
him.
not- really?
He's a brilliant actor.
I think it goes Alan Rickman, Sigourney Weaver, because I think Rickman's like he's so
Well, Rickman.
theatrical. Then Sigourney Weaver, and then
Yeah.
Yes, may he rest in
He looks so
peace.
surprised. Like he's like, are we in there? Are we in there too?
Wife on the Tube was very sad when Rickman passed.
Hmm.
Alright, Potter. This guy's selling t-shirts. They just saved an entire species from annihilation, and you're selling... I guess he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. You see, this is a show I would have watched if they would have made it.
Jane Doe. They just called her Jane Doe because she didn't have an identity. Yes.
Ah,
He's part of the show now. If there was a show, he would have had to be in the show.
Gosh, I hope he's never gonna make it back into the
So
show.
if you make a Galaxy Quest show, would you make a Galaxy Quest show? Would you make a literal Galaxy Quest show, or would you make a show about the guys, about the people making the show?
That's the thing, because the movie is about the people who made the show.
Yeah.
And
So
if
would
they
you
wanna
make the
make-
show
If I want to make
about?
a show. So that's why it's a hard one, because I love them. I love the movie for what it is, for this reality and fiction collides. But then, do you want to see the show itself? But as I mentioned at one point, I would have loved to have watched the movie, the episode that they would have made up prior
It is
to the
over, Jill.
movie.
We're gonna hang
That
out a
would
bit.
have been fun, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Starfleet Boy says it would be about the people making the show. Actually, what you could do is you could do it kind of The Office style, where The Office, like The Office, once in a while they'll break the four. Like that they're always filming, but once in a while they will like have one of the camera guys in the shot, or one of the sound guys will be in the shot. You know what I mean? So you could kind of do that. You could kind of always show I don't know. Trying to find a meta way to make it, you're filming the show, but now and then, like Alan Rickman will look out to one of the people that is supposed to be feeding him his lines, and he's like, "Line," or something like that. Does that make sense to you? You don't seem
Not really.
impressed.
I'm not.
You're unimpressed with my
I
idea.
told you. I would not make a TV show out of this.
God
I
damn it. Well, go
I
talk
love
to
the movie.
go
I
talk
love
to
the-
Simon Pegg.
Well, he's in London. I'm in Edinburgh, so that's
It's
gonna
not
be a
too
bit
far.
tricky. I don't know. It's a really amazing. It's an amazing movie. A really amazing standalone movie that it's like Megamind. Would you do a second one?
I'm going to end it.
What you gonna end?
because- Well, I'm gonna close the film. There's no post-credit scenes.
Oh,
in
I
this thing.
I closed the movie as well.
Okay.
As soon
I
as we
actually
warped
enjoyed
out.
Megamind when I saw it. I don't think it's one of the best. Was it DreamWorks that did that one?
DreamWorks.
But yeah, I enjoyed Megamind.
But like
It was fun.
with that one as well, I kept thinking like, oh, they actually had a rumor at one point a couple of years after, like, oh, should they be Megamind too? But then it works well as a one-off story. Like he becomes he was the bad guy, he becomes the good guy, and that's it. Like, what's
To
he
be
gonna
very
go back to?
fair, though, DreamWorks doesn't proceed that way. DreamWorks is all about making that money. So every single movie they've ever made has like 15 TV shows that come out on Netflix. There will be a Megamind 2 at some point.
I guess it's the same. I guess it's the same with.
Yeah, Gary, stop being else says Gary is over all entertainment. He is. He's had enough of it. Gary's like, can you release one good movie every year, and that's enough for me, thank you.
Well,
I told him to watch Ted Lasso because it's so fun and positive
I
and
appreciate
only good.
quality over quantity.
Oh, I think we all do. I think that would be Well, you don't want that saturation, like too much, and you don't want the too much to be, poor in quality. Yeah.
I think that's me getting a bit old. Probably.
You're getting old and wise. You're a
I'm
dog
old.
person now. You
No.
have to go for walks.
I'm
You
a
have time to
doctor,
watch
and
movies.
he even fall asleep.
Jill wants you to bring Eddie. He is gonna fall asleep. Look at him. Look at him. She wants you to bring him on all future engagements. Yeah, of course. He will be present in the house. That's the thing.
He will be present here, and he might make an appearance if I ever be invited to the show again.
No, you're cancelled. Go away.
I'm cancelled. Go away.
No. Well, now we have to do Spaceballs because I've never seen
Yep,
Spaceballs. Is
the
that it?
Spaceballs. Yes.
Okay, so the next one has to be Spaceballs because I've never seen that. Okay.
Fantastic. That's good. I'm up for it too. unless if you want to bring someone else, which is totally fine as well. It's your show.
We have to do this. I know it seems pointless, but it's tradition, kind of.
It seems pointless.
So where would you place Galaxy Quest on our rating spectrum? That goes from absolute bullshit, I don't think it's that, all the way to true greatness. So where would you place it on our beautiful rating scale, spectrum, system?
True greatness for me.
True greatness.
For me, it's true greatness.
Is it true greatness, really?
Is it
The-
true
the
greatness? The highest possible.
Oh, Boatrick joins. PJ joins at the last possible second to tell us that it's one of the greatest films of the 90s. I think everyone here agrees that I... Should I give it a true greatness or a great? Should I be mean? Then Starfleet Boy will always tell me that I'm always too low with everything that I give it. No, I'll give it
I
a
don't know.
great.
I can't.
I can't. Everyone's going for true greatness. I can't. I'll give it a great. Maybe I'll regret this.
You're cancelled now. You're cancelled
Oh,
now.
I'm cancelled now. Oh, God damn it.
This.
Maybe,
you can do
maybe
this to Galactic Quest.
you can't do Spaceballs now. It's finished. I give it a great. Maybe we'll come back in another 10 years and watch this again and be like, oh no, it is true greatness.
Well, you know what? It's been 20 years, 22 years actually that this movie came out, and it's still true greatness for me. I fell in love with it in the very first time when I watched it, and I still love it ever since. The score, the cinematography, the acting, the story, just.
I'm getting peer pressured, but I think you guys are right. Actually, I can't really think of anything to deduct from it. Like, the only possible complaint that one could have is maybe some of the CG isn't flawless, but then it all holds up very, very... Okay, fine, I'll give it a true greatness. Fine! Peer pressure works. I give it a true greatness. There is really probably no problems with this thing. You're muted. You've gone. You've disappeared. I can't hear you anymore. God damn it. If we stream for too long, you eventually just dissipate into nothingness. God damn it. Fix yourself. I can't hear you. Speak. Well, now you're muted. Now you're not muted. That's not working anymore. There was like a slight sound when you unmuted your mic. It was the doggy. Yeah, exactly. Eddie killed your sound. Muted, unmuted. What's going on? Alright, well, Jill gives it a true greatness as well. Do you wanna come out and come back in? So you can say bye to everyone? Okay, we'll leave and come back in. God damn it. Alright, so we will be doing Spaceballs now, apparently, because I have to see that. So Hell, you were invited. You can absolutely come and do Spaceballs. Because you're the biggest Star Wars fan, I think, out of all of us here. So it's only appropriate. Can you speak? I still can't hear you. What have you done, boy?
How about now?
Yes.
Good.
God damn
I'm
it.
not sure what happened, but I knocked over my my glass. It's full of water. Now I'm all full of water.
Well, that might explain it if you're putting water on your computer.
No, it's not on my computer, but all of my... Oh, I'm so stupid.
Your files.
My files. My work.
Just
At
blame
least
the
my
dog.
phone is... No, I'm not gonna blame the dog. It was my fault.
You're such a good leader. You take the blame.
Of course.
Alright, I was saying, well, you weren't here, that we are going to do Spaceballs, and Sahel wants to be on, so we'll have Starfleet Boy come on. Earl Grey Trekkie hasn't seen it, so either you can watch it for the first time beforehand, or you can watch it with us for the first time. Jill will attend Spaceballs. So there we go. There we go. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you for joining me, oh Gary sir. It was great.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
On this true greatness.
On this, yes.
Because
Well,
it's a true greatness episode from the
it is.
get-go.
It's a true greatness episode.
It's not even a
I mean,
question. You should start your stream with this. We're gonna watch Galaxy Quest. Is it gonna be true greatness or absolute?
yeah, I should
Wait
start
till
it.
the end.
I should do
Let's
that.
find out. You should do that. You should do
Well,
that.
I do that for the videos, but not for the live watchers. Though I should open it like this.
This is your opening. You should be opening the.
Oh, sorry. I'll let you do the opening next time. God damn it.
That's
I've
not my
always
show.
said I'm not a good host. I need someone else to host Trek Chat, someone else to host, all of these things. I can just produce.
You're a good host.
I'll
I listen
produce
to
in the
many.
background.
I listen to many Trek chats, and you're a good host. And
You're very kind.
guys in the chat, they can agree with me because you're a good
All
host.
All right. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Live long and prosper. No, it's not live long and prosper. We have to say something else.
Kapla. What is it? What do we have to say? Never give up, never surrender.
Exactly. Never give up. Never surrender.